Alright, today I'm going to show you how to create a story in Celsius. So, first you log in. And once you're in, which should happen any minute now, you get taken to the My Stories page, where you can see all of the stories that have been assigned or created by you. Well, I don't have any stories right now. I'm going to create one. So I'm going to click on the article link right here. Now, when you create a story, it's like creating a project. And my article could have text, and it could have a photo, it could have text, and it could have a video. And these are just different kind of templates to start you out with. But you can always add multiple elements to a story once you've started. You're not limited if you select article to just have text, or if you select a video cast to not have any text at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to submit an article, and when I submit an article, what I'm doing is creating a project for it. So this is only going to be seen internally. Like title here, you can kind of think of it as the slug. It's not really something that's going to be seen by the public. So I'm going to do something about ice tractors. Ice tractor racing, excuse me. I'm going to assign it to myself. It's going to be published tomorrow. I'm going to publish it in news. And I'm going to pick an edition. Now, you can put it in all editions by just selecting the All button, or you can put it in multiple editions by selecting one, holding down Control, and then selecting the other ones. I just want to put it in City, though. You can assign it to only one page. Now, story status. You want to think the story is like a project, and a project can be at different stages. It starts as a concept, where it's something that you might want to work on. When it's submitted, that's when you've gotten approval from your editor to keep going with it. In progress means that you've already started working on it and you've been submitting elements to it. In edit content is when it's been submitted to an editor. In revision content is when the editor is working with you to revise the copy. In edit copy is when it's been sent to the copy desk. In revision is when it's been sent to the slot, and approved is when it's finally ready for publication. We're going to start with a concept. And some keywords are just so people can find the story later. Fun, ice, winter sports, tractors. Now these other items are things that are very interesting and very useful for other ways that you publish your story, but we'll explain them in a different screencast. So I'm going to hit submit, and that creates the project. Now you see there are two versions of the story. There's the master web version, and there's the city version, which is going to go into print. I'm always going to want to do my work on master web unless I'm a paginator and I need to change something in the city version that's only going to be printed in the city version. If I click here, that's going to take me to where I can edit the elements of the story. If I click here on this edit button, then that'll take me back to that page that we were just on that'll edit aspects of my project, or the properties in my project. Okay, so I want to add some text to the story. Alright, I have some text here to work with. Headline, this is what the public is going to see. Give it some keywords. It can be the same keywords that you gave to your project. Or they can be a little different if this element is a bit more specific than the whole project. Now in the body, you can edit your text right in the body, but you might not want to do that because it isn't going to save your changes until you hit submit down at the bottom. So if you lost power or you accidentally navigated away from the page, you lose everything that you created between now and the last time you've saved your page. So it's better to edit your text in Microsoft Word or OpenOffice or Google Docs and then paste it back in here. So everything looks okay. There's no funny HTML or anything. If you wanted to edit HTML, you could just click this link right here and you can see all the source. See, that movie is in there. Okay. And I'm going to apply it to the print edition. I can change the authoring information. Now by default, the story author is going to be the same person who created the story. But you could have different people working on different parts of the story, and you might want to change the author. You can do that by typing in their username, and see how I missed that R? I should see it down here. If you don't see it, it's not going to work right. Okay. And hit submit. Alright, now if I wanted to, I can hit view and I can see what the story looks like. Okay, I'm going to go back. Now I want to add an image. Alright, now when I add an image, I can use the embedded caption information, or I can add my own here. If you don't add your own, then it'll make you come back and add your own, so you want to be careful with that. But in general, you probably want to use the embedded caption information. Okay. Use the same keywords. Give it a headline. Upload the photo. Give it a caption. Apply it to the print version. Add the location. And again, if someone different authored this photo or shot this picture, then we want to give that person credit. And their name should show up there if you've got it right. Okay. So now as you move along in the project, you can click up here where it says Edit Node, and you can update the status of the project as you go. So once you're done, you can hit Submitted. Actually, it would be in Edit Content because it's time to give it to the editor. You can also change the way that the story is laid out by making the text piece the primary element, or you can make the photo the primary element. Let's make sure, we want to save our sequence. Let's make sure our photo came in okay. It does not look like it did, so let's edit this. There, our guy's back. And submit. Here we go, now we can see him. And now you can see our master web is now in Edit Content. We can edit our city version to be the same way. And that completes our tutorial.